Hey y'all, let's talk about how to find the inverses or the inverse of a matrix. I have again copied the formula over here on the right hand side. And first off, I want to kind of mention this notation, which just means the way we write it. So that -1 right there, that means inverse. So if you see something that says a to the negative first power, that means, that's the inverse of matrix A. So while we're working on finding these, you'll notice that uh, it kind of builds on something we just learned, how to find the determinant. And we'll be using that knowledge or information to help us find the inverse. So look at the matrix we have up here. The very first step thing that you need to do to find the inverse of this matrix is you're going to need to find the determinant. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can erase. So we're going to go ahead and write the formula here. So A times D, so 13 times 1 minus B times C, 4 times -3. And when I find that, I get 13 minus 4 times -3 is a -12. Okay, so 13 minus a -12 is going to give us a positive 25. So the determinant of that matrix is 25. And in order to find the inverse of the matrix, I'm going to be multiplying this kind of changed matrix right here that we're about to talk about by 1 over the determinant. So 1 over 25 times this new weird matrix I'm going to write. You'll notice that the first letter is D, and then we have A down here diagonal. So if you take your original matrix and you take this diagonal right here, you're just going to flip those numbers. So 1's going to be in the 11 position, and 13's going to be down here in the 22 position. And then B and C are going to stay in the same place. They're just going to flip signs or change to the opposite sign. So 4 becomes negative and 3 becomes positive. Now, you are just going to take this kind of coefficient, this number out front, and you're going to multiply it by all 4 numbers to make your new matrix. And I know that's terrifying for so many of you because multiplying by fractions is scary, but you can use a calculator if you need to. So 1 times 25, 1 over 25 is 1/25. 3 times 1 over 25 is just 3/25. -4 times 1/25 is just -4/25. And the same thing for 13. Now, if it were me and my teacher didn't tell me you absolutely cannot use Desmos, I would probably be using Desmos to find this matrix. So for instance, if I delete this, let's see, we're back. If you type your matrix, whatever it is, here into the Desmos calculator, and ours is 13, 4, -3, and 1. So you can literally just type it in. I think that's what it was. And then you can go to a new line and you can type A to the negative first power, and boom, it gives you the answer. Click this button right here and it converts everything to a fraction. And just like that, you're done. So take 2 minutes to do it by hand or take 30 seconds to do it in Desmos. Either way, we got the same answer. So that's pretty awesome. All right, let me know if you have questions.